welcome back to Homestead Corner. I'm Ginny, and today I'd like to talk to you about 15 reasons why you need vinegar in your prepper pantry. Vinegar is one of those items that we want to have a good, solid stockpile in our prepper pantry. It is useful for so many different things. There are, I swear, hundreds of uses. Today I thought we'd talk about 15 common uses that people use it for, and it can be extremely helpful in all kinds of different situations. And once you start using vinegar in some of these ways, you are not going to want to buy alternative products. You're going to want to use the vinegar because it will save you a ton of money, and it really does an excellent job. So let's get into it. So the very first reason is it never goes bad. Vinegar is not going to go bad in your pantry. It's going to last and last and last. Whether it is white distilled vinegar or any kind of vinegar, really, your apple cider vinegars, all of them are going to last. Your biggest issue with vinegar is making sure that it is in a solid container. Plastic erodes over time, so although your vinegar will not go bad, the plastic bottle that a lot of them come in may go bad over a while, and it may spring a leak, would be my biggest concern for it. But the vinegar itself is never going to go bad. The second reason is it is super easy to make a fruit fly trap. If you are growing food, you'll notice when you bring food in, it does not take long and you start to get those little tiny fruit flies, and they are a nightmare. So making sure that you can take care of those, you can just take an older piece of fruit that is, not really edible anymore, mash it up, put some vinegar on it, and put it in a cup. You can cone a piece of paper into a little cone so they can get in, but they're not going to be able to get out. So you can trap those fruit flies, and it doesn't stink up your house or anything, which is great. So that is another great reason and way to use vinegar. The third reason, it makes a great egg replacer. You can take 1 teaspoon of vinegar, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, mix them together and put them in for it's equal to 1 egg. So if you are baking stuff and you need an egg, you can definitely replace that in your cakes or whatever, and you can't taste the vinegar at all. The fourth reason you should have it is a wonderful natural fabric softener for your laundry. It really will help fluff up your towels and get them extra clean in the laundry. Vinegar is wonderful for that. Number 5, take a cup of vinegar and put it in a foot bath. If you have any type of fungus on your toenails or your feet or anything like that, it helps destroy fungus. So that is another great reason. And if you are working a lot, your feet are sweating, and you could definitely have this happen. It's not something that happens all the time, but it can definitely happen when you have wet, sweaty feet and you're working outside a lot. So making sure you have plenty of vinegar in the house, you can clear that right up really fast. Number 6, it is great to put on irritated skin. You can help calm and soothe irritated skin with just vinegar, and you can put it straight on. You don't have to dilute it or anything. If you wanted to add some moisture to it, you could add it in with a little bit of aloe vera, but you don't have to. It will help soothe your skin. Number 7, it helps eliminate odors. If you cook something for dinner and the house is all stunk up from dinner, sometimes we have really fragrant things that we cook. We want to get that smell out of the house. It gets a little smoky or whatever. You could put little cups around the house and it will help absorb those odors so you can get the odors out of your home. Number 8, vinegar is excellent for removing sweat stains. In the summer, you're working in the garden, you're outside working, doing fencing, anything like that, anytime you're really sweating hard. I know these past couple of weeks have just been so hot and so sticky. you know, you are sweating like crazy. And those sweat stains can destroy your clothes, but vinegar will get those right out. Pour it right on. You can mix it with a little bit of water, or you could just pour it right on. It really will work great, and the extra vinegar that's in your clothes will help soften everything right in the laundry. Number 9, another great way to use vinegar is to put it in your hair as a rinse. If you use shampoo and conditioner on a regular basis, your hair gets buildup in it. So that helps strip all that buildup out of your hair and is going to leave it nice and soft and shiny. Vinegar is wonderful to strip all that extra junk out of your hair that shampoos and conditioners leave behind, and all those hair products if you use hair products. Number 10, my mom used to do this to me all the time. Sunburns, it really stings really bad right after you get that sunburn, and vinegar will take the bite out of that sunburn definitely right away. I like to use aloe vera afterwards once you get the sting down, because the aloe vera will help moisten the skin, whereas vinegar with continued use will dry it a little bit, but it will get that sting out initially when you first get a sunburn. Number 11, you can take vinegar and mix it 1-to-1 with water. And for a cleaning solution on your tile, if you make a little paste with baking soda, just put enough water in it to make a paste, rub that on your tile grout, and then pour the water and vinegar mixture over it, and it is going to whiten up that tile grout, because that can get really dingy. A lot of people have it on their counters or even in their bathrooms, on the floors, things like that. The vinegar and the baking soda is going to whiten that right up and make it really nice and beautiful again. And number 12, you can unclog drains pretty easily with it. I just take a little bit of baking soda and pour it right into the drain. And then once I get that in there, as much as I think I need, I pour the vinegar right in, and then it just starts cleaning away, and all those bubbles are going to break up that mess that's in there, so you can get that drain unclogged. It works really well. It's simple and super affordable compared to all those products that you can buy at the store that unclog drains. Number 13, mosquitoes do not like the scent of vinegar. So vinegar is wonderful. If you have an outside seating area and you have a bad mosquito problem, you can put a few cups of vinegar around, or you could spray it any way you'd like to do it. But vinegar, the mosquitoes really do not like it. And number 14, the way I use vinegar the most is to preserve food. It is wonderful. You can pickle just about any vegetable, and you can use that vinegar. Is wonderful for pickling, and you can preserve your food with it, which is great for later use. So you've got nice crispy pickled carrots in the wintertime, something delicious, and it really helps out to preserve your food. And you can water bath a lot of things when they're pickled that you normally can't. And number 15, we use it a lot for seasoning. You can use it in all kinds of dishes to change the flavors up. Lots of recipes call for vinegar. I like to put it right on my French fries, because yum, salt and vinegar French fries, they're delicious. Well, I use it to dip my cucumbers in. There are so many ways. We make vinaigrettes with it. Lots and lots of ways to use vinegar in your cooking. So it has a really great seasoning when mixed with other things. It really boosts up that flavor. And you can use tons of different kinds of vinegar for your cooking and pickling, and all sorts of it. And all of these things can be done with white vinegar or apple cider vinegar, which you can make yourself. I'll put a link up here somewhere on the top where I show how to make apple cider vinegar. It's really simple and easy, and you can do it with your apple scraps in the fall. So that's a really nice way to go. And then you have plenty of apple cider vinegar on the shelf, and it costs you nothing. And that's it for my list of 15 reasons that you should have vinegar in your prepper pantry. There are so many uses for it. If you have other uses that you use vinegar for, put them in the comments down below. It really helps other people. They can have an idea of how to use that vinegar. It's going to save you money. It works better than a lot of over-the-counter products that you can buy, and it is just wonderful to have. I love multi-purpose items in my pantry, so I can use it for numerous things. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!